Misuse of mantra. There are some manuscripts in the monastery to which access is strictly prohibited. No one is allowed to read them except the head of the monastery. They are called Proyuk Shastras. They describe very advanced practices. My master used to say, "You are not to experiment with those manuscripts." But I was obstinate and eager to know what was written in them. I was 18 years old, fearless but somewhat irresponsible. I thought, I am quite advanced. Why did they write these manuscripts if they are to be left unused? I should do experiments with the practices in these manuscripts. My master is very powerful. He will protect me if anything goes wrong. My master gave me one of these manuscripts to carry for him on journey. He said, "Do not open it." I was very curious and resolved. If he leaves this manuscript with me and I find myself alone, I am going to read it. One evening, we came upon a small dwelling on a bank of the Ganges. My master went inside the hut to rest. I thought, here is my chance to study the manuscript. There were no windows and only one door in the little dwelling. I locked door from the outside. I thought that I would spend the whole night discovering what was in the manuscript. It was a moonlight night and I could see clearly. The manuscript was wrapped and tied with a string. I took my time to unwrap it and then started reading. It described a certain practice and the effects it would produce. After reading for an hour, I thought, why not try it? So I put the manuscript aside. It said that only very advanced yogis should do this practice and that if it were not done properly, it was very dangerous. At that young age, I thought I was very advanced, so I commenced doing it. It involved the repetition of a special mantra in a particular style with certain rituals. That mantra awakens a power outside of a person as well as inside. The book said that the mantra had to be repeated 1001 times. I repeated it 900 times and nothing seemed to be happening. I concluded there would be no effect. But when I came to 940, I saw a huge man nearby. She gathered some wood and started making a fire. Then she put water in a big vessel and put it on the fire to boil. By then I had counted to 963. The last I counted was 970. And after that I lost track because saw a huge man coming from the same direction. At first I thought this must be the effect of the mantra. I will not look at him and complete the 1001 repetitions. But he started coming toward me. I had never before seen or even imagined such a gigantic man, and he was completely nude. He asked the woman, "What have you cooked for me?" She said, "I have nothing. If you give me something, I will cook it." He pointed at me and said, "Look at him, sitting over there. Why don't you cut him into pieces and cook him?" When I heard that, my teeth clenched and the mala I was counting with fell from my hand. I fainted. I don't know how long I remained unconscious. When I regained consciousness, my master was standing in front of me. He slapped me on the cheek and said, "Hey, wake up." I would become conscious momentarily and exclaim, "Oh, that giant is going to carve me up," and then lapse into a faint again. This happened 3 or 4 times until finally my master kicked me, became more insistent and said, "Get up. Why have you done this? I told you not to practice these mantras and you locked me in, you foolish boy." From this experience, I came to realize the power of mantra. I started practicing the mantra which my master had given me and I began to count on it even for little things. I did my many foolish and silly things when I was young, but my mantra, which created awareness for me, always helped me to come out of those situations. If mantra is not properly used with spiritual discipline, it can lead to hallucinations, as it did for me. Hallucinations are the product of an impure and untrained mind. Mantra becomes helpful when the mind is purified and directed inward. Without knowing the meaning of the mantra, the proper feeling cannot be aroused, and without strong feeling, mantra and its technical repetition is not of much use.